Welcome back to the 50 Shades of Grass channel here on YouTube. Today's a bit of a hodgepodge day. We are getting a delivery for the mini skid steer. So we have to get that off the truck and find some room in the storage units that we currently have. I actually just secured another storage unit over at the place where we park all the vehicles. So we're gonna move around some things today, get that off the truck. Hopefully there's no mishaps. And you know, we have another job we have to go take a look at. It is a little minor repair, so we'll see what's entitled for that, and we'll bring you guys along for this. So trying to change up the content a little bit instead of just having full installation. It's just kind of a day in the life of. So I'm gonna go pick up Jacob and we're gonna go get some things moving around, so stick with us. It should be pretty interesting.
Morning.
Morning.
How are you?
How you been? All right, moving in. We got another unit. Looks like it's unlocked, I guess. Yeah, no way we're putting turf in there.
That's fine.
So we gotta get that carpet pole in there. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to fit the snow blowers and stuff. We gotta make it fit, but let's get moving. Yeah, close it up. Walk her up. Let's go to the summer garage. That'll be our winter garage.
Tell them what we're doing?
So, we gotta scrap this.
I know. Because we don't have enough room in the bottom in the storage units.
Alright. Okay. Alright. We're gonna get it on the tailgate. Roll her in. Joe knows how to use this thing, I think.
you're good. You're good. You're gonna hit the tailgate. Can you come in? Yeah, control. Nice.
So we're at the scrap yard with Jacob.
Yard of scrap.
We're gonna get rid of that extra bucket that we had storing in our garage for quite a while. Just taking up space. The plan for that was originally to cut off that quick attach plate and mount that to the carpet pole that we purchased, but the guy who I spoke with about putting that together, he had doubts about doing it, so we're just gonna buy a brand new quick attach plate and modify that for the carpet pole so that we can utilize that on the mini skid steer and the big skid steer. So we're getting rid of some extra fat in the garage to make room for a Harley rake that's supposed to be delivered today. So we got to go pick that up off the truck with the big Bobcat sometime around 11 or 12. So we got a little bit of time to clean up the garage and get things going. But we'll we'll unload this and keep things moving along. But Jacob's learning how to scrap.
Yeah, first time at the scrap yard.
Scrap.
Good. This is the cleanest the garage has been.
Not sure when I bought it. When I first rented it.
I've been in a while. When did you first rent it?
Like 2 years ago.
Look at this thing. Get excited, but I don't want Joe to be mad.
What's going on with your recruiting stuff?
Well, I went to MEPS. I took my physical. So, that's that. Now I'm pretty much just waiting until,
So a session start or something?
what happened?
Until like a session starts where you can get joined? Class or whatever they call it?
No, I'm waiting for them to let me know I'm clear. I'm good to set everything up.
You got a time frame for that?
Not quite, but I know that after when I'm good to go, I have a year before everything expires. So within a year, really.
So you're gonna be spending some time with us this season, right?
Yes.
Doing great stuff.
Yes, for sure.
That's good news.
Yeah, I know. Look at all this nice wood. All this stuff was in there. Now it's going back. But maybe a lot nicer this time.
But you know, what's one thing that would make your job a little bit easier here? You know, like for Willie, it's something, you know, more equipment and things like that, because he enjoys the fact that I can purchase all that stuff for him.
Sure.
And there's, in his opinion, there's just an unlimited budget and money just grows on trees.
Yeah.
You know, but other people might want something different besides just the free lunch and the cooler that's stocked with the drinks. You know, like what do you think that would make it a little easier or better or?
To be completely honest, it's nothing that you could do. It's more or less something that I gotta do. You know, I gotta get bigger, be able to lift more, and of course motorized wheelbarrows.
Right? What's this? You allergic to work again? That's easy. Well, we just got the call from the delivery driver that he is on his way with our quick attach. So Jacob and I are gonna run up there and meet him. He's about 20 minutes away or so. And we should load it up on the truck and then be able to get that back into the garage. So, you know, one thing that I want to try to do this year is focus more on the big jobs. You know, last year we were trying to secure some equipment and be able to position ourselves within the community by donating a lot of time, energy, and effort to either, you know, baseball, softball fields, hometown fairs, and certain things like that, just to get our name out and to get recognition for that. But you know, a lot of the jobs that we were doing were strictly focusing either in our hometown or close vicinities thereabouts, and they were easy wins. I mean, they were easy to get and easy to complete, and you move on to the next one. But you know, as you grow, you kind of spread that circle out even farther on certain jobs that, or a certain locale that you're able to do jobs for, or willing to do jobs for. So we're kind of spreading ourselves out a little bit farther than I guess we would be comfortable doing it, but at least then we could determine where that line was drawn for what we actually wanted to do versus what, you know, where we're going to cut the line off, right? So trying to get our name out to do baseball fields more often, and maybe participate in football fields, a lot more rooftop decks I've been focusing on advertising for. You know, not only are they good jobs and big jobs to do, but you know, also they're pushing us. And to push us, you know, we have to acquire better skills, get stronger, get faster, get better, but also acquire equipment. And as part of today, there's a piece of equipment that is going to help us out in the future for some of these bigger jobs. So, you know, it's a step forward for the business for sure. I mean, I'm really anxious to be able to secure that and add it to our fleet of tools to be able to do jobs.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And they associate with that, and that's why at the hometown fair I want you guys to all be there, because like you see your neighbors there, you see your family, you see your friends, and it's exciting.
Right. It's fun. When is the hometown fair again?
June 6th or 7th.
Okay.
And it's going to be cool because I cut out like a half circle
Nice.
of turf that we're going to put our table on top, so it'll be a little bit of a different setup than last year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's gonna look cool.
Yes.
Okay.
So you want to talk turf?
Yeah, let's talk turf. What's your favorite turf?
It's a good question. Start right off with a good question. I like that. Yeah, I'm a fan of the taller pile turf, like the more plush turf, the softer stuff.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, mean, not only is it a little easier to install, because there's more ability for you to hide the nail and the seams and everything else, because obviously there's a higher pile, so it's gonna cover a little bit more boo-boos, so to speak, than like a lower pile turf. But and it is heavier, but it just feels better. It absolutely does. It looks more like real grass because the taller the pile is.
Right. Yeah. Typically, when would you see that? Like, do you feel like there's a certain like situation where people would rather have taller turf or shorter turf?
I mean, every job is different, and when I try to tell individuals with respect to their specific job, it's not the brand of the turf, but the application that they're using that area for.
Right.
So what I mean by that is if they're installing a dog park and they're specifically having pets run around on it, I mean, the only contact that you're going to have or humans are going to have on that turf is to pick up the dog poop.
Right.
Then the lower pile turf are a lot easier to clean up after than the taller pile turfs. But if you're having, an area where there's going to be, a pool surrounding, you're having kids walk around in bare feet, or you're laying out on a bath towel, it would be a lot easier softer for you with the taller pile turf.
Yes.
And then obviously there's any mixed use in between that you can certainly select, but it doesn't have to be that cut and dry. If you want the lower pile turf just because you prefer it, and you're having kids play on it, by all means, you can certainly use it for whatever application you want. We just generally see that those two types of applications with respect to the piles of turf are consistent with the majority of customers.
Right. Yeah, I love this. I love the tall turf. That's your window right there, right?
Okay, yeah. Is it open?
I just remember seeing it from the
Stalker?
Yeah, I come by every now and then.
It's fucking great. Thanks, man.
So some binoculars and
It's fucking great. There he is right there.
oh yeah.
Is he stuck? No, he's not stuck.
So how are we gonna do this?
Come on, back right up to the truck. Delivery's here.
Where's your Zach computer?
Jump that tree.
Alright, so we got the attachment. The attachment here.
Stick this sucker.
Oh yeah, flawless. Yep. Nice, dude. That's how we do it. Alright. I like to put all this stuff in, right?
No, but yeah, I'm just a twisted individual. So all that went well, very well.
To go pretty well.
Started off the truck, no problems. You know, I want to tear into it today, but fortunately I can't. I've got other things to do. Got that little job to repair on the mountainside. So we're heading back, drop off this truck and a few things at the winter shop, the winter garage we're gonna call it. And maybe grab some lunch, or if you want to grab lunch there, who knows? It's up to you.
That's whatever. I broke.
Put some more. Put some more along that edge. So this is a job out in Mountainside we did last year. We got a call from a customer saying that the edges were pulling up a little bit here along this hot tub area. Chances are, because that's probably the highest point in contact that they're walking across as a threshold to get to the pool filter, which no problem at all. We came over here, sank a few more nails along that leading edge, and we're putting a little bit more infill in here as well. This is kind of the puppy area for the plants to go, the puppy to go to. So Jacob's going to broom that in. I'll drop a little bit more infill for him.
I never keep my mouth closed when I do this.
Yeah. Gotta remember to take your allergy medication too, my guy. So I have really bad tree allergies, just like Jacob. But Jacob has, I don't know, 10 times worse than me. I'm perfectly fine right now, and as you can see, trees are just starting to bud. I mean, you got the cherry blossoms going at the moment in the northeast, but the majority of the trees just starting to bud, so I'm perfectly fine. It's only when you start to get the pollen sitting on the cars in the morning, that's where it really gets me. Jacob can barely even breathe. The next American curling team is Jacob Rivera. Woo, look at him go.
Practicing.
He's got 4 arms like a chicken. I don't think he's going to be in contention for any Olympic team for curling, but
I could do it.
I'm sure you could if you put your mind to it, my guy. No doubt in my mind at all. I did this job last May.
So just about a year.
Just about a year. What are your thoughts on this one?
I actually like this a lot. The way that you guys did this originally. Oh. I guess. What was the problem? Was that you guys didn't put enough nails in, or
No, a customer said that there was
we're just popping up?
coming up around the edges, so I said, well, take a look at it. I need to put some more nails down there or some more infill, so we did both. Double checked everything except for around the pool filter area because we didn't want to compromise any of the wires that are down there. We forget where they were at this point because it's covered up, and the drainage for the filter. So we did everything that we felt comfortable enough doing, and then more infill. So I think it looks good. I think it looks good.
It does look good.
All right, let's pack up and get out of here. That's one repair complete. So, Mr. King,
Yes, sir.
we had a little bit of a repair here. Nothing too major.
Not at all.
But it is nice to go back to jobs that we did. So for one, we can see how they're holding up and maintain those positive relationships with customers. But number two, also see how the products are holding up and keep those warranties truthful. So, you know, obviously we may or may not work with a multitude of different manufacturers, but they guarantee certain things and expectations, and we want those expectations to uphold. So it was beneficial for us, essentially being a point person that we are selling those products directly to the consumers, and we are the front facing of those manufacturers, that we want to make sure that those products are in fact what they are.
Right.
So it was a good experience for Jacob. Jacob's is his first minor repair, so he got to see just a little bit of infill and some extra nailing just to tidy things up a bit for a customer that certainly deserves it. So we're gonna head back. I think that's pretty much it for today. I'm gonna dump you off and you can go do your thing. I mean, what is it, 2:30 or so in the afternoon?
Yeah, nap time for me.
We moved everything out. We got the extra garage for the winter garage and the maintenance garage. We got the Harley rake that got delivered, so that's stored away as well. Moved around some stuff from the truck. The only thing I need to do is kind of straighten up, get some trash out, and hit the recycling. So I'll see you guys on the next one.
Later.